A fishmonger can't sell weak old fish. Where's that husband of yours? Off fishing again.
So he says, but the only... Ah, look at you, big and tall. What's your name?
Eivor, of the Raven clan.
Eivor, of the Raven clan. Come here, come closer. Do you like to drink?
As I like breathing.
And do you like to flight?
I do.
Well, listen. Here these folk aren't impressed by the speed of your thinking. They will only respect you for how much you're drinking. If you're sober, then leave, for there's naught here for you.
Or I'll shut your big mouth while I finish my brew.
That's the spirit. Now make your wager. The ale's free to those who flight.
I'll buy you a round with my winnings. How's that?
Ha! I like this one. Are you ready? What about one more drink before we begin? For luck.
For luck.
Your face is a wreck. You're a blight on the Norse.
Your face brings to mind the arse end of a horse.
Brilliant! 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 Yes! Have another drink. Yes, yes! Here's the next one. You're a pig-headed, ugly excuse for a Dane.
Well, you're thick-skulled and loathsome and lacking a brain.
You're brilliant! You're the smartest person I've ever met.
You hold your own.
Let's have another! I'm a champion, a winner, I'll claim the top prize.
Je brega, brother, is ruse lies.
That was the most incredible fighting I've heard in all my years. You are a wonder.
I say the same of you, friend.
3 cheers for Eivor, the most masterful wordsmith in all of England! So he says, but the only thing he ever catches is more gambling debts. I fear I cannot keep him around.
You're better off without that waste.
My husband should be back by now. The poor log worries me so.
He fishes along Scarborough shore beneath the tower ruins, does he not? That's foolish. The cliffs are too steep.
Loki Rabbit, I call on you, nay, demand of you. Send me a Holmgang champion to test my might. I am waiting to fight your champion, Loki. I've been ready. I am ready. Fists up! Already dead, fool.
Yield!
And what did Loki Rabbit promise you, champion? Wealth? Fame? Honor?
The rabbit said nothing. A lesson you should learn. Go, Sunan. Go, my eyes. see you, old friend. There is Bjornton, guarding the hammer. Half drunk needs his hammer.
Come! A little dice never caused any harm.
Oh, Orlog. I know this game well.
Yes, Orlok. Join me?
Let us play.
Straight and to the point. May the best hand win. Interesting. This will do. This knife for you. Easy on me, will you? Look at that! Ah, not like this. Interesting. Blows from that now, stranger. This will do. This game is as good as over. Cornered you now.
Could have been anyone's game.
Tough luck. Try again.
Another time, perhaps.
Will to gather yan swamas with me? And who fell the gather yan back?
The lighthouse. Halfdan awaits. This hammer is not meant to be thrown, Halfdan. Remember that next time.
My father, Ragnar, he gifted this to me. Took it off a Finnish chief. Still warm with blood when he handed it to me. I had 14 winters.
Ragnar Lothbrok was a great king.
A Finnish arrow killed my mother. A shield maiden she was. As fierce as a wolf swallowing the sun. My father swore to kill the men who took her from us. And he did. 14 against 1. But that was years ago in the east. And this is the west, where my father lies dead. A pile of bones in a pit of snakes.
And here we are, still telling stories of his life and deeds.
How did my brother die?
With his hand on his axe, waiting the maidens of the battle slain.
Now he drinks at our father's side, awaiting the war at the end of days. Beonton, my boy! Come here, boy!
A dog always forgives, but he needs you home. All of Northumbria does.
Do a last thing for me. Light the beacon for all to see, and let it burn. Thank you, friend. You are always welcome at my home.
Need something forged?
Good day. Is Gunnar about, or did he leave and not mention it?
My name is Rima, and Gunnar is a good friend of mine. Asked me to run his shop while he's away.
It is good to meet you, and strange to see Gunnar away from his forge.
Well, as far as I know, he's got a very compelling and beautiful reason for his absence. So here I am.
Well, if Gunnar has faith in you, I do too.
Then I say you have fine taste. Have a look at what I've got.
What have you got for me today?
You done?
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
So long.
Nice to see you.
The Nornir told me you'd be here. The cord is forged. Gleipnir, I call it. I'll wager there's a good story behind that wound.
A tale for another time. Thank you for this.
When you bind the beast, spare no loose ends. The cord will stretch or shrink to fit your needs.
How tightly will it hold? The beast may resist.
The more you tighten the cord, the stronger it will hold and the greater it will hurt, till the beast is rooted to the ground.
Thank you, Ivaldi. You may go.
You mean from Asgard, do you not? My debt to you is paid in full?
Yes, as promised.
Thank you, Harvey. I did not expect you to remember.
Where will you go next?
Under the mountains of Svartalfheim. Our mountains. To free the Earth's riches. For this is what I know best.
Even Thunder's fury won't weaken my will.
Join us on this wild hunt!
Creature gives my own heart wings. I will follow in the same spirit. Tyr, are you near?
Javi, you're a balm to my eyes. What happened to yours?
A sacrifice for something greater. Is the wolf nearby?
Yes, but he's grown. I have kept him company, but he's consumed by a sadness I cannot understand.
Regrettable, but necessary. I knew from the start this wolf brought ill tidings.
From the start it was a kind creature. But our mistrust and cruelty have robbed the poor wolf of its sweetness and life.
Would it be a kindness to kill it then?
We are past the time for such mercy. This wolf has power now that would test our strengths combined. I fear he is possessed of a power that renders him ever-living.
Then we will offer him a different fate. This cord is unbreakable. You must convince him to wear it. It will act as a leash, whose magic will signal that he's safely secured. An assurance to the Aesir who fear him. A beacon, that is all. No harm will befall the poor Fenrir.
Fenrir, yes. You know the creature's name. Did Loki tell you?
He did. It's a fine name.
Yes. Dweller of the Fens. An apt name for his current fate. Fenrir! A good word has come!
Leave me.
I wish you well, Great Wolf. But a fear still hangs over Asgard. The Aesir worry about your growing size and strength.
Too late now. And what do they have to be afraid of? Old friend.
Javi brings a collar fashioned by the dwarves. A beacon. That we may track from a distance to know where you roam. Wear this, and you may live and thrive in Asgard, without worry.
I smell something sour.
Wear the collar, or return to Jotunheimer. There's no third way.
Son of Loki, have I not treated you with kindness? We are bonded, you and I. And as I trust my king, so you may trust me. Open your mouth. As a pledge of faith, You may take my hand if I am untrue. Be swift, Javi.
It burns!
Javi?
Lies!
Unbind him! Javi!
Here you stay! Vent dweller!
Here you die. Deceiver!
Oskar. So glad to see you.
Good to see you.
I want to see the Alliance map. What transpires in Gloucestershire?
You may have noticed that Gunnar has disappeared from his forge. He has traveled to Gloucestershire in search of a wife.
A wife?
He is in love.
When did this happen?
When doesn't this happen with our dear, lovelorn blacksmith? But there is a bright side. He has asked you to join him.
Join his search for a wife.
And see that he does not make a fool of himself. I believe he thinks that your presence would bolster his image.
All right, I'll be Gunnar's keeper, if only to bring him back in one piece.
Very generous of you. Make for the town of Gloucester. You will find him there.
This land bears deep affliction. That's better. Need your eyes, my friend. Your baby is coming. Where's the nearest healer? I'll take you.
No need for a healer, love. Just get to the top of that hill. I can do the rest.
What? All the way to the top? And you intend to go alone in your state?
Yes! I'll roll my fat corpse up this hill if need be.
It is too far to carry you like this without hurting your babe. I shall have to take you by horse.
You need not help me, but who am I to look a gift Dane in the mouth?
It's dishonorable to leave a pregnant woman to the elements. Why does the baby's father not come to you?
The baby's father is a god. Moccus of the Wood saw me on solstice and wooed me with his song.
You laid down with a god.
Aye, is that so shocking? Mary grew Christ from the touch of God. I heard of a Dane god who lay down with a horse.
Loki. And he was also a horse at the time. You didn't get mounted by a horse god, did you?
No, it was very much a man. A godly man, definitely not a mortal. But I didn't see him by light of day, so who knows? Child out of wedlock. Oh, I should raise the babe out here. Safe from town gossip. raising it as a bastard. Oh, they'll talk. Lying with woodland gods and living out in the wilderness. I should become a witch. What do you think, love?
Is that all it takes to become a witch?
We're not far now, love. You can leave me on the steps of the temple if you want. The rest should come naturally.
I'm not leaving you to bleed out or to be taken by wolves. If your god lover cannot join you in birth, then I will guide your child out.
I doubt he will. I ran after our little encounter. Thank you, love. You have been kinder to me than my own kin.
We made it to the shrine. Do you think the otherworldly father will be able to find us?
I wasn't impregnated by a god, just an ordinary man as bored as me. Doubt we want anything to do with this child.
I see. Then we shall focus on the child instead. Breathe deeply and try to relax. This will take time. I will build a tent. You did a great job. A healthy baby girl. Just hear that cry. Warrior's lungs.
A girl? I have no knowledge of warriors or what to name them. How about your name, then? Little Eivor.
Ermina? I've been looking everywhere. Brand told me you'd run off and I worried the worst. Is that...
This is your god lover. I expected more.
God lover? Should I take that as a compliment on my prowess or an insult to my name?
Go mock us. Our families would never approve the union. And if you're to have any reputation, you will forget me.
I think I get to stay in that. I care not about status, and if all we have together is some hut in the woods, then so be it.
A hut in the woods does sound fit for a witch and her babe. Cast about this land, my friend. There you are, Gunnar. And with a smile I haven't seen in some time.
Eivor, over here. Eivor, thought I smelt you on the wind.
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you'd been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here, Bridget, my own heart's root. Meet Eivor.
It takes a rare woman to nail down our Gunnar.
Lavendine da, with Maisie Greeley.
Good to meet you as well. How did you find a woman in these backwoods?
She came through the settlement selling runes, outshone every stone in her satchel. She offered me a trade, a rune for a brooch I was making. I got a better deal. But she loves the ugly little thing.
Have you a family, Bridget?
Nath Mom and Dad carried Evan Gillard and Anun. Conan helped druise me.
Bridget Man Power, the last high priestess and elderman. They since passed on. But the current elderman looks out for her.
I should like to meet this elderman of yours, if our kinfolk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come, we go find him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim jolch. You two bags of air sich o gwmpas gilydd. At efo'r gal clis llawn.
Right, no daylight to waste then, huh?
So the Elderman may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skull for years to come.
And the merchants here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger.
They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mind.
Samhain? Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let's bring a few back.
There is the Elderman. Cunan!
A good leader, seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Yeah. Then let's introduce you to Tevdur. Hands as clammy as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be Elderman after Cunan. Tevdur, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes.
Rich, and drink my weight in ale. If friendship comes afterwards, then all the better.
And what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated godright kings for puppet rulers?
So-called puppet kings keep your lands safe and your bellies full. I ask no thanks, only hospitality.
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tevdur? Cider?
Ah, you must be Eivor. Tevdur, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Gloucester.
Tevdur, as your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry. So you've come to meet the family, before you whisk my Bridget away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan, but your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man, and he speaks tirelessly of you.
If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes, the shrine. And with so many thieves and fangs on the path, a fellow may fall in God's service.
Cunan, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then by my honor, I shall not rest until I return him to you safely. Aye, Tevdur?
I see I am outmatched. Though a Dane joining in praise to Saint Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
Well, shall we then?
Samhain. Cunon humors these pagans too much. It is the first thing gone when I am Elderman. Fires and magic, spirits in the air. Gloucestershire has strayed from God's light.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. The festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the nights chill, but the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around.
It lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few, liked even fewer.
The profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the Reformation. They are a flock in need of my shepherding.
And how will you lead this great renewal?
They will fill the church's pews, and we will thank him for all the gifts he brings. Not false idols of wood and clay.
And yet, are we going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Kenelm your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Low in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth poor Kenhelm, king-born. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You're a kinder man than the mask you wear. You won't be rid of me. I'll keep my word to Cunon for your safe return. I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch, or turn my back?
Oh Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I'll not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Teftir.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Teftir, get to safety. Find somewhere to hide. Ah!
That was close. Eivor, thank you for saving my life.
It is good I was here to protect you. Maybe Cunon has the eyes of prophecy.
Splued, cloven-hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
More likely the shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Gloucester, unless you like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Cunon...
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks. Oh, and Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
Your time is come! We bring Christ's mercy!
Eivor, there you are.
Here I am.
So, what adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Tefter to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our path was not peaceful, accosted by a singular of boar.
Odd, but Pafna usually sav. To the Brivo.
But you saved his hide. I bet it was quite the sight, two of you as a pair.
How did Teftir become Cunan's successor? He speaks with his god's fire, but I do not quite believe it.
I watched the Egloi's father's Harden Calon Teftir. He believes Mavanaid's quite do.
Tragic that is. But I think the lad can still be molded, Eivor. You might be just the one to do that.
I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest. Skull.
Skull. So, you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Ni gwisgalan fel ysbrydion and creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
Gloucester gives their glut to otherworldly visitors, and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty yourself.
Freely given. I've only seen such a thing done at feasts.
Then we turn you into a beastie and have you roam the hills, braying for sweets and drink.
It's hardly a disguise. Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the Mari-Luvd. Now, let's hoodin. Become the Mari-Luvd, the spirit who sings for cake and ale. And you cannot have your cloak back until we leave.
I'll keep this covering. But even a knife to my throat could not make me sing on command.
Shame. I heard your voice clear as a bell. Larks fall from the sky in envy.
Gunnar, if no one else is dressed this way, I'll fill your shop with sheep.
That house for sure.
Trick or treat!
What business have you? Oh, the Mari-Luvd. Right. We're doing cakes instead of beer this year. Samhain night and the moon is high. Mari-Luvd haunts my door.
Give me sweets and candied treats, the kind I most adore.
Ha ha! Here then, sweets for the Mari-Luvd. You've earned it.
Are you playing the role of trickster spirit?
Can trickster spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
All it takes is a mask and some sweet cakes to turn you into a gentle skald.
I am not going to sing, Gunnar.
Oh, thank the gods. We've been waiting for children all night to empty our store so we can go to the party. Have some extra.
Lads getting into their cups, scaring the wee ones. Eivor, mighty warrior, knocker of doors, victor of cakes. How does it feel to pillage what is freely given?
A worthy haul, and a tradition worth keeping up. I have come to rhyme with you.
In the gloaming, see her roaming hidden neath the hood.
Never knowing who is knocking, wanting something good.
Oh, very nice.
Look at these cakes. Sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this. Gunnar? My cakes. What do you see? Gunnar!
What did you say to me?
Oh, damn
That
servant.
cloth is, take your false gods and piss off back to your shit-smeared hovel.
You are either fearless or stupid, boy, to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let him go. We can hood more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Christ, I'm tall.
God grant me strength!
It's you lot we should be burning alive!
Are you sure you don't want to stay in Gloucester?
They know how to have fun.
You're dead!
4 spears! My leg!
Gunnar! Univalis Macallon!
Snap your spine!
Enough! Keep your brawls to the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face. Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg, then.
It's nothing.
Careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of wounds.
Tilukis. Modron's a gumpas to patch this lawn.
Will he walk again?
The gash is deep. If I cannot save the leg, the pigs will eat well tonight.
That man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Gloucestershire, but I offer my healing services on both sides of the river. Gwyneth, my love, go back to the house and bring me the garlic salve.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
Yes, grab the worms just to be safe. Now go, child. I promise not to cut it off before you return.
Give me strength.
My mom Modron is known I'm a humor towish Gudran.
I'm glad you all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Ayven. Make merry and try to loosen Tevder's shoulders.
Modron, you do not have to save his leg. I'll understand.
That limb will be fine, but no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth. I do not work miracles.
Land the mean and lean hammer, it's way never.
With bitter ale and sweet friends, that is a fine way to end a day. I thought the church condemned this celebration.
I hate the church. Name's Gwarim, and I turned to God just 3 years back.
You look like a man with a past. What were you before you took up the cloth?
Me? A grain farmer. Had to take up the sword a few times to protect my crops.
What brought you to God?
You know you need to change after the third night you wake up britchless in pig shat, with no idea how you got there.
Do you like Gloucester?
Ah, 'tis a beauteous place. Shame they're losing their alderman.
Enjoy the festival, Gwillem.
Ah, perhaps a drink later.
Eivor, there you are.
Tefter.
You're well met. Gwilym here has challenged my honor in a contest of drinks.
Join us. The lad will be easy pickings.
Give me a cup.
Some ale, then.
One for me as well.
Gwillem, the warrior monk. Now we can match wills with a flagon in hand.
Ale is known to blunt even the sharpest of blades, Eivor.
To holy hearts and humid eyes. It is the best drunkenness returns a man to royal reason. Skull.
Keep on. The honor of Gloucester is at stake. I will not leave these lands to one who laps at
Droolmonger.
That's foul. Comrade!
A bit green, friend. Be kissing the flagstone soon.
Set of ale faster!
Too strong for you.
Damn your metal!
You're sweating.
Good effort, Tefder. This merriment feeds my soul. Here, another drink on me for allies new and old.
Of all the elder men I've met, you are the most unburdened. What is your secret?
None. It is well known. The burdens I carry will soon leave this world with me. So drink to my life and death.
Death?
I am to be sacrificed in the Wicker Man as king of the harvest. Like Elderman Simkin before me and all before him.
Horrible barbaric practice. A burnt offering after poor crops. They hope well-fed gods will smile upon them.
A toast, then. To Elderman Coonan. Joyous and generous. Let each man show him loyalty until he suffers death.
My friends, you are kind to me. I'd like to toast my successor, Tefder. May he wear the horns head high.
Weak. What is this? Water. I feel like Thor chugging oceans. No effect to my head or step.
You heard the woman. Give her something stronger.
This'll work faster than any tonic.
Good. Give me visions of all creatures that roam these hills, and the sore head tomorrow to pay for it.
Wow, that tastes awful. It feels good, though. Eivor, speak true. My feelings be damned. I have been an arse. Do not deny it. And I, for that, I am sorry.
A colossal horse is ours, yes.
Soft words from the heartless heathen.
Only fiercer than fire among ill friends. I can be very as nice as a spring gale.
And how nice is that?
Tevter, with Gunnar and Bridget's marriage, our clans will unite. But we could join by oath as well.
Oh, yes. My first ally as Elderman. I accept. We shall make an oath. How do we start?
Yeah! The greatest oath and the greatest union! To the oath!
The treaty! The greatest!
People are sleeping. More ale to seal our friendship?
This way, this way. Look out for the black sow.
Sow? Like pig?
Flaming pig. Chases you home at night. Silly words to scare silly children.
You see magic as the stuff of children's dreams.
Perhaps I judge too much. Truths I half believe. Foolishness sometimes takes my tongue. I have to piss.
A great blackness chases stars across the sky in great whirls of color and light. Whoosh.
Here we are. Right inside here.
Tefter! 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 Where are you? Hell's breath. What happened last night? The effects of that draft still cling. Tefter! Are you here? Tefter's bodyguard, killed by knife.
There she is! What is the meaning of this? Blood soaking our soil, and your weapon coated in the same!
Conan, please. More has happened here than you can see. Give me a right to parley my innocence.
I should have heeded Tevder's misgivings about heathen party guests, and now he has paid with his life. With Tevder gone, Gloucester will be without an ealdorman. Eye for an eye. Your Raven clan will lose their chieftain. Get the murderer!
Hands tacky with old blood from a new king. It would be best to lie low. Gwillem's pouch. I wonder if it still has his little something stronger. But why is it here? Better hold on to it. Muddy footprints. Someone was hiding back here. This pot has been broken, and it's covered in blood. A weapon, maybe. Blood. Could be Tevder's, if he was the heavy thing being dragged. So, what does this lead to? The murderers hid here, lying in wait while we approached outside. They jumped from the shadows to kill the bodyguards and to disable Tevder. Then they dragged him away. That accounts for everything. Except Gwillem's pouch of herbs. I'm still unbalanced by Gwillem's special something. Maybe Mother Mordrin will know the contents. Mordrin, up ahead.
Hello again.
Mother, it's the friend of the mangled leg man.
Eivor, you remember?
Indeed. It's a surprise to see you. Is everything quite all right?
No, it's not. I awoke in Tevder's wrecked home. Blood, but no body. Cunan's men are after me for the lad's murder.
Uh-oh. Did you stab him? Mother, can I see?
Blood but no body?
We must see what has happened to him.
Do you recognize the contents of this pouch?
A very unusual blend. There is a druid who uses this mix to aid sleep.
A monk called Gwilym poured some of it into my drink last night. The effects were intense.
Search the houses! Can't have gotten far!
They're coming for you. If they know I've aided you, it'll be my head next.
Can you?
I've seen nothing and no one.
Mother, if the stranger wants more of the herbs, they can talk to the druid Ayven.
Yes. Ayven's cabin is on a lake, near where the Cherwell and Great Ouse rivers meet. But he is a strange fish. Rarely does he speak to mortals, preferring the company of spirits. Now, I've business at Rollindrich. Find me there later.
This one's mine! No escape!
To hell with you!
That must be the home of the druid. The fellow's land is peopled by men of straw.
Mortal be gone. I am summoning a spirit of the woods. I will speak to no one else.
Just as Mordrin said. Maybe I should disguise myself.
If you be mortal, I will not speak to you. I am waiting for the spirit. They come. They come.
He may not... Perhaps you'll speak to the spirit of the Mary Luid.
If you be mortal, I will not speak to you. I am waiting for the spirit. They come. They come.
He may not speak to Eivor, but perhaps you'll speak to the spirit of the Mary Luid.
Oh, Spirit, you have finally come. Days ago, a passing cloud foretold your arrival with droplets of sun-scented rain. But what form of being are you beneath this guise of horse and bone? From the realm of the Fae? I know you cannot say. I press no more. Whatever you be, now you are here, the ritual may begin. Oh, but the men of straw must announce you with sparks. Ignite the sky to begin anew, here at the death of the season. Until then, I await you, giving thanks in the glen.
Ayven said that the wicked men must announce me with fire. Perhaps I should set them ablaze.
Wickerman speaks. Now let them speak in chorus. Yes, another joins the throng. another. Let there be cacophony! One more! One more! They roar! Do you hear them? A chorus of fire!
That should be the last one. Back to the druid.